guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute, but today I am back with another segment of Talk with Mons. So today's segment, or topic should I say, is going to be quite emotional to me as it's quite close to my heart. But it's just to talk about my own journey in this specific situation or instance, and maybe help other people if they go through it or they've been through it or just want to know what it's like. So I've been wanting to talk about this topic for quite a while actually, but I never knew how to address it. I never knew if I was in the right position. But what I realised is if I want to talk about something, I should just go ahead and do it, because either way, somehow, even if it helps one person, then I've helped someone, right? Cool. So I'm going to talk about me losing my mum when I was 18 and how I dealt with it then, the whole process since then, and like how I'm still dealing with it now and how I feel now. But what I can say is losing my mum was like the worst thing I think that's ever happened to me. Not even I know it's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. And I swear I wouldn't even wish this on my worst enemy or someone that I really hate, because it's so hard and it doesn't just affect you at that time. It's something that I'm sure will live with me forever, because it's been 4 years. So I lost my mum when I was 18, 3 weeks after my 18th birthday, and even now 4 years later at the age of 22 it still hurts. Like when people are talking about their mum, or like family are talking about my mum, like I get like a tear in my eye because it hurts. Like it's so hard. So quick backstory, my mum had breast cancer. It became terminal, so stage 4 cancer, and she died in a hospice basically. Don't want to give too much information on that because it's like personal family stuff, so that's basically it. But I remember at the time when I was told, oh, like your mum passed away, I couldn't take it in. Like I heard it, I understood it, but I didn't deep it, like I didn't take it in. So I can't say how I felt at the time. Like I just know that I knew she was gone, but I didn't know how to come to terms with it. Like my mum died on a Friday, and by the Monday I was back in college. Like I was in classes, talking to my friends, going out for lunch, doing the same things I was doing prior, because I just didn't know how to deal with it. Even on the day of the funeral, it was kind of like, okay, it's my mum's funeral, I got to do this, I got to do that, this was going to happen, blah blah blah. Like I just went with the process and whatever was happening with the day. Like even looking back now, the day was a blur to me, so I can't even tell you how I felt. But like I was in the second year of sixth form or college at the time, and I was supposed to be applying for universities, and I always wanted to, you know, move out, get my own place, or live with new people and go uni up in the Midlands somewhere. But like even though that was my plan, once it happened I kind of didn't want to leave home. I didn't want to leave my dad. I just wanted to be more independent, yes, by going to uni and having to take up responsibility of certain bills, but I wanted to be at home because I feel like I needed that. Like I needed my friends, I needed my family. So yeah, that's how I ended up going to university in London, but that's a story for another day. But yeah, I was in second year of college, and I feel like after a month of my mum passing away, I just gave up with college. I gave up with doing my college work. Like I'd stay at home, or I'd go to my friend's house, or I'd just be out, like say shopping, like in a shopping city or something. Like I wouldn't go to class. And even when I was in college, I wasn't like taking anything, and I wasn't doing any work. I was missing all these deadlines, but because I knew like the teachers weren't gonna be mad per se, or they'll give me an extension, like I never like did any work. So I came quite unfocused and unproductive, which then turned into being antisocial and quite negative towards people, because I started getting more angry. I was thinking, why am I living this life? My mum's not here. I was quite upset. Like I'd still have my friends around, but I'd be more sarcastic or more rude and quick to snap back, quick to argue. Not like with my friends per se, but just with like people in general. And I feel like that was the beginning of my bereavement process. Like I was in denial, because I was thinking, I'm not so in denial, but I was angry, I was hurt. Like why is my mum gone? Like she's my mum. Like why would she be taken away from me? Things like that. My emotions were very up and down for like the first year, the first year up until I first started university, my emotions were very up and down. I was like, one minute I'm happy, the next minute I'm sad. If I was left alone for too long, like even at night, my thought, like I'll go into overthinking. It was a very hard time the first year because I couldn't cope. Like even visiting the grave, I couldn't take it in. Even seeing the stick that they had with her name on it before there was the headstone, it hurt. Like it hurt, but I couldn't take it in at the same time. Like it was a lot of confusions, but there were good and bad days. There were days where my friends would come and check on me, and you know, we'd talk about memories and stuff, and I'll be okay and I'll be good. But then there'll be bad days where even when I'm around people, I wanted to be alone, but then that loneliness led to negative thoughts and upset and a lot of hurt. It was a very big struggle for me. Like yeah, it was very hard. And like I mentioned before, I was antisocial sometimes, but then I'll be social. And I think for like the people around me, even like my dad and stuff and like my close friends, they wouldn't know how to talk to me because one day I'll be fine, the next day I wouldn't. I'll be snappy, angry and things like that. But what I can say is, and what I learned in the process, especially the first year, is that it's okay to not be okay. Like it was okay to be sad, it was okay to be hurt, it was okay to scream and cry, but better days are coming. Like my mum wouldn't have wanted me to be upset even until now. Like she would want me to be happy, she would always want me to strive and push further. Hence why in the second year of college, even though it was within the first year, I made sure I got all my work done so I could get the grades for uni, which I did. I got my distinction merit, and then I got into, like I said, like into uni. But I realised like it was okay to not be okay. Like if you want to cry, be hurt, be upset, do what you have to do, because everyone grieves differently. Like some people, they accept that the person's dead and they move on. Like they don't forget, but they move on. But for me, it was like I couldn't move on. I couldn't not be hurt because like my mum didn't die of like old age. She died because of a sickness. Like cancer took her away, and I was angry and I was upset and I was hurt, and I feel like it changed me as a person, because that first year I think that was like the lowest time of my life. Like because I was lost, I didn't know what I wanted to do, how I felt. I feel like I lost myself as a person. But once I got into university and I made the friends that I made on my course, and like they knew about the situation, like with my mum passing away, like it helped me, because they helped me become better even in ways that they didn't know. Like they helped me push forward, they helped me with my work, they helped just motivate me all round. And I feel like when you lose someone or you're going through that bereavement process, you need somebody or people to pick you up and kind of like carry you and help you to able to get back on your own 2 feet and carry yourself. Like what I must say is that during this bereavement process, it taught me that I have to keep pushing on. Like you don't forget, but you move forward and you progress and you do better for the person or the people that you lost in your life. Because since my mum passed, and I've also lost cousins who I've been quite close to, and like other family members, and even though I've had to repeat the process of grieving and mourning and bereavement, each time I've had to, it's been like a quicker process, I'd say, because I've remembered, you know what, this person wouldn't want me to be upset, this person wouldn't want me to be hurt, but to move forward. But I guess I wish I knew this before my mum died, in a way, so that I could do better from her and I wouldn't have slacked like I did within the first year, sorry. But I'm the type of person as well that I don't like to speak about stuff until it's over, or I'm over it, or I'm at a better place with it. Hence why it took me so long to do this video, because I've wanted to talk about bereavement and the process and grieving and stuff, but I wasn't content with where I was on my journey, because I would still have the really low days and the really high days. And even though I still do, like I said before, I feel like I have to move forward. I want to help people, hence why I have a channel that wants to give tips and advice to people. So yeah, like don't bottle things up. I must say, during the bereavement process, do not bottle things up. Try to talk to someone, write it down. There's an app called Jour, it's Jour, and it was recommended on Twitter by someone, and it's like a daily journal which helps you talk about your feelings but also help you find ways to do better. So I feel like if you are going through bereavement, or even just a bad day or a bad like part of your life, talk up or use some type of coping mechanism to do better. What else could I say? Yeah, like I feel like where I was at 18 with the bereavement process and where I am now at 22 is two different things. At 18 I was hurt, I was angry, I was lost in a way, but now being on a journey, having time, having good people around me, I feel like now I'm in a better space of life in some ways. Like I graduated now by the grace of God, in a full-time job in a field that I want to work in. But in terms of like dealing with my mom's death, it's kind of like I've dealt with it partly, but like I find it hard to go to her grave, because now that I've actually accepted it, it's like going there, it's like knowing she's just there, like 6 feet under. Like it's hard and I can't exactly put it into words, but I just want to like thank the people that I'm around. I thank God that I'm in a better space of life. Like I'm not as low as I was back in 2015. I'm doing better for myself because I want to make my mum proud and also make other family members that I've lost proud too. But yeah, it's been a hard process, a very hard process, a very long journey as well, but I feel like I'm getting there. I'm doing better. I'll never ever forget my mum. I will never ever stop being her, but I'm happy for the time that I had with her. I'm happy for the memories that I have. I'm happy that I can still speak about her and be happy and not just be sad. But yeah, like I'm probably repeating myself a lot, but it's just me in a way, not venting but speaking on my experiences, hoping that it can help somebody else in a way, and I hope it has. But yeah, I think that's about it. But like my top tips are: don't bottle things up. Don't feel like you have to speak about things. There are other coping mechanisms. Going on long walks always helped me clear my mind. It helped me feel better, and it also helps you keep fit. There are, like I said, other alternatives. So yeah, using apps like Draw help because you can describe exactly how you feel. If that makes sense, like you can, yeah, describe exactly how you feel and then find ways to help. Meditating also helps too. 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening helps. But and also it's okay not to be okay. Like it's okay to have your down day. It's okay to not want to talk to anyone, but don't let that go on for too long, because then you start to drift from people. You start to feel really lonely, and that can make your down days like into dark periods of time. And yeah, I think those are my top tips for now. But yeah, that's about it from me, guys. I might do a part 2. I might not. Just see how things go. I might have an update in a year or 2 about like my bereavement journey in 2 years when I'm like 24. But yeah, that's it from me. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment and subscribe as you normally do, and yeah, just share my content, guys. Bye.